So let's see what's being adjusted. I wanted to kind of go over these patch notes because everyone has been telling me that insane changes are coming forward. And I haven't gone through those. I've only just been getting bits and details from people. So I wanted to kind of read it myself. Starting November 11th, please be aware that changes caused by the update may not appear in career playthroughs started around the time of the update. Adjusted details. Increased money support points earned in career. Oh, so we're getting even more increases. Okay, that's cool. Always nice to have increased money and support points because at this point, I'm just holding on to my money and my support points. Sometimes I'm like, wait, do I want to potential up my UMA or do I want to save and level up my MLBs? So what I usually do is I just hold on to my money and don't do any of them until I decide what I want to do. Like my nice nature, for example, I wanted a potential 5 my nice nature for the Leo Cup, but I was like, do I do that or do I wait until I know what cards I need to use so I can level up cards? So this is going to be nice. I'm happy with this, and obviously support points. I kind of wish they just would have gave us the early version of JP and got rid of support points personally, but I understand they're trying to follow, the the release path that JP had. Increased monies and support points earned at the end of career. So kind of the same as the other. You just get more monies and more support points. Nice. Welcome change. Increased parameters gained from career events or career end events. I'm not sure what this means. Okay, sure. Again, I'm not really entirely sure what this means. Might be the stats at the end of career. Oh, okay. Increase the number of recreation events for our friend type support cards. Huh. Increase the rate at which friend type support cards event occur when they're in your deck. So that's just overall, you have increased rate of friend supports. So that's going to make Tazuna, that's going to make Rico when she drops that much more valuable. So support cards are getting a huge value boost. Adjusted choice options for career and events when friend type support cards are in your deck. I guess maybe you can choose? I don't know. I'm dumb. Anyway, adjusted the probability of training failure when max energy is increased. Oh, so it was always just based off of your base energy? I didn't know that. That's an interesting change. So say if you have baseline, I'm assuming if I'm understanding this correctly, if you had baseline 100 energy and you were at like say 40 energy, you had a failure chance. But if you had 110 energy, but you were at I guess 40 energy, would it not be a higher failure chance? It kind of stayed static. Is that what I'm understanding correctly? Friend type support cards events may now occur at a low rate even if they're not in your deck. Oh, okay, cool. So you can just randomly get them too. They don't have to be in your deck. Gotcha, gotcha. Adjusted careers to mitigate the effects of bad conditions. Increase the probability to recover more energy when resting while afflicted with Night Owl. Decrease the probability of being afflicted with a bad condition for some training events. Oh, these are just nice quality of life buffs. Removed mood decreases when being afflicted with a bad condition from some events. Thank you. Mood decreases when unable to train as a result of the slacker condition now occur randomly. Rest and recreation during summer camp now cures bad conditions. That is huge. There is nothing worse than getting slacker right before summer break. And then you can't recreation it away. And you go, well, I guess I'm just screwed. Resting will now cure that. That is so freaking amazing. Resting now has a chance to cure Night Owl and Skin Break. Also huge. Training with Otonashi now has a chance to cure the slacker condition. Absolutely huge. Certain career events now cure bad conditions. Oh, these are so nice quality of life buffs. These are so good. These are so welcome. Holy moly. Adjusted race systems, added the spot struggle system, added the dueling system, added the runaway aptitude skill. I don't know what these are, but sounds interesting. Increase runners' last spurt speed based on their guts parameter. Now, this is what everyone was talking about. This is the quote unquote guts meta. These are all guts meta buffs. I welcome our new guts overlords personally. All hail Haru Urara. Adjusted systems involving hills on courses. Adjusted racer positioning at the final corner, allowing them to line up more easily. I guess we'll have to see how this goes into play, because this actually could be insane, or this could outright be a nerf to some skills. But I guess we'll see. Skills that improve navigation now also improve passing ability during their duration. That is actually insane. That is going to make Nimble Navigator and ones like it way more valuable. I like Nimble Navigator, and if I can grab it, I will. But a lot of the times, it's just kind of, I can't pick it up. But with this change, I probably will be picking it up on most end closers. I will be grabbing navigation skills 100% now, because improving passing ability, that's going to be so good. Like, imagine this with Narita Taishin, considering a lot of her skill procs are based on passing someone at certain time frames. More reliably proc her stuff. So that's huge. Recovering endurance late race now enables runners to exert full strength based on the endurance recovered. So now that means if you proc your breath of fresh air last minute, it's not going to be useless because it helps you exert full strength. So that could be interesting. Now here's adjusted parameters acquired from some training events. Increase the parameters acquired from some training events. So these are just buffs. Added new training events for the following training Umamusume. So these, okay, so these are all just Umas. Okay, then I think, yeah, this is pretty much just generic things. Oh, adjusted the effects and conditions of some skill activations? Oh, so these are all getting adjusted activations and conditions. I don't know what, it doesn't say what's being changed for each individual skill, but these are all getting changes. Interesting. Ooh, Speed Eater. I wonder what they're changing about that. Just looking through these. A lot of, wow, there's actually a lot of changes. Nemesis? That's Narita Taishin's. I wonder what they're changing about that. Shooting for victory as well. Adjusted the positioning required to activate the following skills. Oh, so corner skills are getting changed as well. It doesn't say how they're getting changed, but the positioning. Normally it was just taking a corner, right? I wonder what is being changed for these. It doesn't say. It just says that it's being changed. It'd be nice if it kind of went into detail, but this would probably be like 10 pages long if it did that. Adjusted the activation timing, increased effect skills, increased effect duration, added new effects to the following skills. Important information. Changes caused by the update may not appear in career playthroughs started around the time of the update. The progression of previously saved races will not be affected by the balance adjustments. However, some effects and voices may no longer line up with things that happened. The content of these balance adjustments may be changed without warning. All right. Well, it is interesting. So I am definitely, like I said, looking forward to these changes. I'm looking forward to see how these skills are being adjusted. Hopefully they're able to break down how they're being adjusted, because that'll be cool to see and read exactly how things are being changed. Right now we're just being told that certain things are being changed, just not in details yet. So I can't wait for those details to be released. But I will say personally for myself, this is probably the hugest thing. All of these quality of life buffs for debuffs, removing debuffs, rest curing bad conditions during summer break. That is probably the biggest quality of life I'm looking forward to. Also, embracing our new Overlord Guts meta. But outside of that, at least we're getting some changes, right? I'm happy with it.